Peace family, it's your girl Healthy Ash, and I know it's been a minute since I did a video. I'm kind of really, looking forward to getting back into recording YouTube videos and stuff, so let's get right into it. So the purpose for this video is basically I was doing some research on sea moss. Now, I have taken sea moss before. I believe the first time I took it was over 2 years ago, and I really love the herb. But when I was looking like deeper into some research, I realized that there aren't any actual like scientific studies specifically on sea moss that have been done on humans. For example, I found an article stating that sea moss may be able to slow down the progression of Parkinson's disease, but the study was done on worms, so that's not really applicable to humans. There was another study that was done that suggests that sea moss may be able to boost the immune system and even protect the body from contracting salmonella. But this study was done on a test tube, so it wasn't really tested on animals or humans, so it feels as though it's not really applicable to us as well. Sea moss is very popular right now. It's very heavily marketed by a lot of people. It's very talked about by a lot of people in the holistic and healthcare or herbalist community. A lot of people say that sea moss does a lot of things, but when you go to look up, find some sort of solid research or scientific studies that specifically backs up what a lot of people say sea moss does, there are none. What you'll find are studies done on seaweed and algae, and people take what scientists have said sea moss and algae to do to be the same thing that sea moss does, because in essence sea moss is a type of seaweed and seaweed is a type of algae, but there are no solid evidence on what sea moss specifically does to the body. As you will see here on this list of potential benefits of sea moss, you will see that they say that sea moss helps us support thyroid health, support immunity, improve gut health, weight loss, heart health, blood sugar management, fertility, all these things. But you'll notice that they say that seaweeds are rich in iodine. A study found that supplemental seaweeds are a good source of live bacteria and fiber. None of these things are studies that have been conducted on actual sea moss. These are studies that have been conducted on seaweeds and algae, and these are the benefits that they found from those particular studies. But these studies do not include sea moss. Even though sea moss is a form of seaweed, it is not the exact same thing as giant kelp or nori or dulse. So I don't feel as though it's fair to say that sea moss does all these things if they have not actually tested sea moss to verify 100% that it does these things. This is just benefits by association of the fact that it is also a seaweed or is also an algae. I just got this up and I was just like, why don't I do my own scientific study on myself, and I can personally see the effects that sea moss has on my body. Now I know, of course, everybody's body is different. Just because my body reacted that way, that doesn't mean that everybody's is going to react the same with sea moss. But for the most part, we can kind of go through some similar experiences, and I don't know, I just kind of wanted to be my own scientific study. I wanted to do my own experiment on myself, so I know if I were to tell people that, okay, sea moss does this, and this, I know that this is something that I have personally experienced on my body, and who best to experiment on than yourself, because you know your body the best. There are some things that I felt as though I want to keep constant throughout this experiment. The experiment is I'm going to be taking sea moss every day for 30 days, and I'm going to keep close track of everything that happens internally, mentally, spiritually, because herbs are more than physical. They can affect your mental and physical state as well. But when you're incorporating something new, if you incorporate too many new things at one time, sometimes it's hard to know whether this particular thing did something for you or something else did something for you, you know? And the only herb I'm going to be allowing myself to take for the 30 days will be sea moss. And I'm also going to have a very consistent eating regimen. And by consistent, I don't mean I'm going to eat the same thing every day. It's just going to be the same concept every day. So like, I don't eat until 12 p.m. usually. And whenever I do break my fast, I always break it with fruits. So that's something that I'm going to make sure is very consistent every single day for the next 30 days. And then for lunch, I usually like to have some sort of raw meal with like dark leafy green vegetables, and then for dinner, you know, I'll probably have like a cooked meal or something like that. So although I'm not going to be eating the same thing every day, the format or the concept of the food that I'm going to be eating will be the same thing. Just because people think that just because you take an herb that means you can eat whatever you want and you'll be perfectly healthy, and oh, go ahead and drink that Hennessy, knock back that Ciroc, eat them crab legs and them chicken wings, and take some sea moss and you'll be okay. When it comes to herbs, you have to have a healthy diet and a healthy lifestyle, along with taking those herbs very consistently to see its full effect. If you want something to really work, you have to give it the best environment and the best circumstances so that it can work to the best of its ability. If you're eating a toxic diet or you have a toxic lifestyle and you're taking some sort of herb or whatever, the herb is going to be fighting against the toxic food you're consuming, and it's not really going to be able to help your body. Versus if you have a healthy diet and you take your herbs consistently, now the herbs can go in and fix whatever needs to be fixed within your body. But you can't have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle, and you have to be consistent with your herbs. And I want to say that it's not that I don't believe that sea moss is an amazing herb, or that I feel as though scientists have to say whether something is healthy or not for us to take it. That's not my purpose, because if you watching in my videos before, you know I'm on the holistic side, I'm on the healthy side, I'm on the very natural side when it comes to health. It's just that I think a lot. I'm a very critical thinker. Like, I just think about stuff a lot, and I think about the things that most people don't think about. When it goes to how much sea moss I'll be consuming a day, I'm going to keep that consistent as well. Now, if you look it up, most people will tell you that the average serving of sea moss is 2 tablespoons, but nobody takes account of how they make their sea moss gel. You know that the more water you use, the less potent it is. The less water you use, and the more potent your sea moss gel is. So, I mean, nobody ever says like, okay, I use this specific amount of water to get a certain percentage of potency for my sea moss gel. So I'm just going to do 3 tablespoons of sea moss gel, and I'm also going to make an updated video on how you can make sea moss gel. It is 11:51 and it's Monday, November 1st, and I haven't taken any sea moss gel yet. So this is the sea moss I'm going to be taking. This is my brand. It's called Ash Natural. Right now I am sold out. This is the only bag I have left, a 2-ounce bag. So if you want to get this bag, you can go ahead and go to ashnatural.shop. I'll put the link in the description box. But this sea moss is actually sourced from Jamaica. It is the Guinness Gracilla, and it is the golden kind of skinny sea moss. It's wild crafted. It's very important to know that sea moss and Conjur's crypsis are 2 different things, but that's a whole nother video that I'll do something on. But yes, so I will be consuming wild crafted Jamaican sea moss. I'm also going to be doing weekly videos, like update you at the end of every week of what I have noticed so far with my body. And I'm also going to be posting some more informative videos pertaining to CMOS. There's a lot of things that can be discussed, a lot of misconceptions that have been passed around within the holistic community that aren't really true. So if you're interested in those type of videos, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and then also make sure you click the notification button down there, look like a little bell, ding. You'll be notified whenever I post a new video. And yeah, if this was an interesting video for you, please leave a comment down below, like, share, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.